I went to Romania in Timișoara, Romania in 1997. It was my first trip abroad. And as I traveled to Timișoara, I got a chance to do something in touring a church there. And as I was going through the church, I looked up on the wall of the church, and there were pictures of pastors that were serving that church from the 1950s and the 1960s. And I was very confused because we know who was hanging out in the neighborhood at that time, communist. They were in power in Romania. And I asked the pastor with whom I was walking through the church, I asked him, did you all meet for church, on Sundays during that time frame? Did you actually have pastors who led this church at that time? And his answer was very telling. He said, yes, we met every week. But as we met every week, there was always someone in attendance from the government who listened to everything that we said. And if we took outside the four walls of the church, what we learned within the four walls of the church, we were arrested and we were prosecuted. So their view of freedom of religion at that time under communism was a right of worship. You can attend worship, you can worship and pray and listen to Scripture, but if you actually live it out, if you actually share what you learn within the four walls of the church out in the public square, outside the four walls of the church, they were arrested and prosecuted. Do you know today in this country, there are people who view the First Amendment in the same way in the United States? In fact, one of them is running for president on a Democratic ticket. Her name is Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton believes that the First Amendment gives you a right of worship, not a free exercise of religion, not an ability to live out your faith or to engage the public square, but literally to attend church only, to worship only, to keep within the four walls of the church that which you've been taught. And that's wrong. That's entirely antithetical to the history of the First Amendment. In this country, you can engage. We don't have a right not to be offended under our Constitution. Individuals in this country can confront others about viewpoint, whatever the viewpoint may be, whether it's free speech or free exercise of religion. And we need to believe that, act upon it, and act upon it with protection because it matters to our future. If you agree, then please join Oklahoma Strong to learn more.